Welcome back to Space Station, and in this part, we're going to be doing the final Europe level, Give a Dog a Bonus. I don't really know why this level's called Give a Dog a Bonus, because you'd think with that name that it'd be a bonus level, but it's required for you to beat the game. All of the final levels of the worlds are required in order to unlock the final level in the game. I mean, this is different from every other level, because we were pretty much given our objectives as we go along. We aren't given a checklist at the beginning, we just have to go. So yeah, first order of business is to fly through the hoops. Just like in Honeymoon Lagoon. Except, this time we're the flying dog. Which is only in this level. And you can't see its bio because there's no monitors in here, and it doesn't give you the bio when you start the level. And I'm pretty sure you can't exit the body of the dog. You might be able to. I'm assuming that if you do, you'll just, like, fall and die. So they probably just wouldn't have that option available to you. It does. I think it does have a bio in, like, the game, but you can never access it. So it's, like, unused. Not 100% sure on that. But yeah, this is the last hoop. We just gotta fly through, and then how many flying animals can you kill? And this will spawn a bunch of flying dogs that you have to fight. Now if you look at the blue bar at the bottom, you can see it lowered the health of the enemies. I guess they figured that if all these guys were at full, had as much health as you, it would be like way too hard. So you can actually see them lower the health of all the animals as they spawn in, which is kind of interesting. But not really, I guess. Yeah, you hold down A in order to shoot little, like, bullets, and you also drop bombs. I don't really see the point of you dropping bombs, because that's... Unless it does, like, a lot of damage, I never do it. I always just shoot the enemies. If you press B, you can do a 180-degree turn. And now, after you defeat most of the flying dogs, or maybe it's just on a timer, I'm not 100% sure. This might actually be on a timer now that I think about it. That unlocks the flying foxes, or the fire foxes, or whatever you want to call them. And as soon as those guys spawn in, that also activates the battery charger down here, which will refill your health. This is really important that you use this, unless you're really good at dodging, because I took a lot of damage, so it's very useful being able to refill your health like that. The best thing for you to do here is to... Also, they shoot rockets that do a lot of damage. The best thing for you to do is to get behind the enemy and then just follow them and shoot them. I'm, of course, stupid and I just run into everything head first. And I almost die. Thank God for the battery charger. Which I don't think the other animals can use, despite the fact that they're in here. I don't think that they get healed from this. Of course, it's only on for a limited amount of time. So, yeah. Now we're just gonna have to survive without being able to refill our health. This is probably on a timer. I thought that it was based on how many animals you kill. And it might be. But there seems to be just like an infinite amount of animals. But killing that guy made my torso spawn over here by the wrecking ball. That wrecking ball will probably kill you if you run into it, so I would say that you should not run into that. So now we just got to avoid getting murdered and go and get our torso. And there's the first part of our shell suit. And you can set records if you feel like it. I actually think one of those dogs died to the wrecking ball because I heard like a death noise. Dan is the best, apparently. By far. I don't know what he means by that. Does he mean he's the best at this game? Because I don't know how he would do it. I don't think our rocket has any means of shooting. But yeah, just give a dog a bonus. And you can see we got actually a gold part if you look under the record. That happens if you get every single power cell. You will instead get gold Evo parts. What's the difference between them and the normal ones? Nothing except that they're gold, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, anyway, next time we're going to be going to Snow Joke, the first ice world. Or the first ice level in the ice world. We gotta do that Game Boy Color version. So here we are on the almost always inferior version of the Game Boy Color version. And we're gonna be doing Give a Dog a Bonus here, which it's weird. He actually gives us the objectives from the beginning. Instead of flying through hoops, just like in Honeymoon Lagoon, it's now stars. Why isn't it hoops? I don't know, I guess they couldn't get hoops to look good in 2D. Also, the flying dog, in the N64 version, it was like a dog and a plane, like combined. Now it's just a dog and a plane. I mentioned that in the last part, but it's more apparent here. It's just like a dog and a plane. Also, that part goes by way faster in this version. This level in general goes by faster, but I still think it's worse than the N64 version because this is it. This is what the majority of this level is. This is just like flying back and forth, waiting for the other animals to show up, and then just like running behind them and shooting them. And I actually died in this one on my first attempt because I was stupid. But yeah, running into walls will damage you in both versions, but it's more apparent here because you like bounce off of it, and you like completely do like a 180 whenever you run into a wall. Use the battery charger. It's a lot shorter in this version, so you have to go back and forth a lot. And for some reason, they made the Firefoxes like gray in this version. I don't know, like great in this version. I don't know why. Maybe palette reasons. I don't know. But yeah, remember that glitch that happened in Rocky Hard Place? Yeah, this like flying fox is what the fox's like heart turned into. It turned into that, and also turned into the desert fox from the Desert World. I'm still not sure why I did that. I guess it's because they're all different kinds of foxes, and it just cycled through them. I'm not sure why the glitch happened, though. But yeah, this is what they actually look like in this game. I don't think you can switch into any of these guys. Okay, you definitely can't, because when you kill them, they don't turn into hearts, they just kind of like fall off screen. Like, if I were to go down there, they would just not show up. But you see how this is just kind of boring, like we're just flying back and forth, waiting for them to come to us. There's not really a reason to look for them, because they will come to you. They will always come to you. I'm not sure what the fox's attack is in this game. I think it's actually the same as the dog's. And given that this is a 2D game, the B button doesn't do anything, because you don't really need the 180 flip, because you can just do that naturally. There's this, there's your torso, go get it. Where? In the N64 version, it pans to where it is. In this version, that doesn't happen. And don't tell me it's because they couldn't, because they could. They did that in Rocky Hard Place, when the meteorites were raised. It panned down to them. Why doesn't it just pan to where the torso is? I guess because that would depend on what your location is, whereas with the meteorites they could just pan down, but I don't know. I look around for this for a while, and I'm just like, where the heck is this? There's no, like, giant wrecking ball to show me where it is. There it is. And we just fly for a second. No congratulatory message, we just get the clap and it just ends. It's weird, I don't know why it just ends without, like, anything. But whatever. That's Give a Dog a Bonus secured. We're now done with Europe in both versions of Space Station, and now we're finally going to move on to what's probably my favorite world in the game, the Ice World. We're going to be going to Snow Joke. See you then.